In the energy quadrant today, taking a look at the July natural gas futures contract, which had a rally going, but that rally did fail. Natural gas actually gapped open higher, but then rallied even higher than that after EIA and then pulled back to negative on the day versus the open, but positive versus yesterday's close. And that's the third straight day we have a positive close like that. On the high side today, 3.20, that was up 2.26%. On the low side today, up 12 basis points from yesterday's settlement. That's that gap open I was talking about. 3.133 was the price, and we ended up at about 3.139 on the settlement, up about 38 basis points from yesterday's close. Working on his third consecutive week higher is natural gas, and the eighth of the last 10 weeks higher. If we were to finish the week higher, still a day to go on that. Now, we did have the EIA report, as I mentioned, and it printed a build of 98 billion cubic feet. That was very near to analysts' average in the surveys of 94 to 100 billion cubic feet, and supplies increased to 2.411 trillion cubic feet, and deficits improved to minus 55 billion cubic feet versus the 5-year average. So that overall is all good news for supply, and likely the reason that we came off from those highs after the initial build was listed out by the EIA. Now, weather demand, always the thing. I say this every time I talk about natural gas, and weather is calling for overall high national demand this week. The central and southern U.S. is going to stay hot with highs from the 90s to the 100s. The Ohio Valley and Mid-Atlantic coast will be hit with showers and thunderstorms and warm highs in the 80s. Still need for air conditioning. California and the Northwest showing mild weather with some scattered rain and highs in the 60s to the 80s, and then a shift next week in the West with highs from the 90s up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit down in the Southwest. Later in the week, cooling with rain will sweep across the Great Lakes and the East with highs of the 60s to 80s. Well, all of that calling for overall high demand for the week.